It's emotional, very emotional, but I love it.
It's a celebration of life and a battle against breast cancer. Thousands making small steps to raise money and hope. From Cleveland 19, this is the Susan G. Komen Cleveland Race for the Cure, sponsored by University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center.
Travel this road alone. Each and every one of us here today, we're traveling on this road with you. We appreciate you being here this morning, and it's so good to see all of your faces.
And we come back here each and every year because we're dedicated to women like Agnes and Vicki, and each and every one of you who show up here this morning. You inspire us with your determination and your will to press on. You are the heroes among us.
When it feels like all is lost and you can't see a way to make it through even one more day, don't you give up, just keep holding on. You can be victorious, you can be strong, there is hope for you and for me, there is hope. You've just got to believe, no mountains too high, no valleys too deep, we can be free. We've just got to believe.
And the very day I got my diagnosis, I decided one of my goals was to still be able to run this race today.
3, 2, 1.
Every step has a reason, a purpose, an inspiration.
You look around to the sea of pink and you just feel all the love and support. And I mean, my mom is so inspiring people.
Megan Montville's mom, Diane, lost her 14-year battle to breast cancer just last year. She fought the disease 4 times. The 4th proved to be her last. But along the way, Diane was with Komen, and Komen with her.
She never once was negative. She never looked at it as, why me? She always looked at it as, I'm so lucky to be alive today, it's a new day.
Now, a year after Megan lost her mom to breast cancer, her mom would surely be very proud as Megan follows right in her footsteps.
And carry on her memory just because she's done so much. And every year I meet new people who my mom knew that I haven't yet met, and it's great to hear their stories with her.
One of those with stories is Audra Avarello, longtime friend of Diane's and member of Team Montville, walking in this year's Race for a Cure for Diane. She'll tell you walking with Megan is, in a way, like walking with Diane.
She is truly her mom in a nutshell. I mean, very strong. She's a fighter. She doesn't give up. Nothing's going to take her down, and she's going to go forth and make those steps forward just as her mom would want her to.
So you can imagine the meaning after an emotional walk, the honor both women felt when Megan surprised Audra with an award.
One of the most empowering women I know, Audra Avarello.
Meaningful to come from her because I do know that she went through a lot, and to be up there and talking about her mom again, and you know, but Diane's legacy will live on, and we'll keep doing it in her honor.
And it will, because this team plans to keep going, to keep pushing, and keep inspiring.
Our sister Karen.
My mom.
My wife.
My mom.
I have friends who are survivors, so this is how I support them and to help raise awareness.
We race for the cure!
We race for peace! Gina was my friend that died of breast cancer in '04. I started doing cross country for Gina, and I just happened to be here yesterday, 16 hours ago, and they're having an event today. Just luck of the draw.
We race for the cure!
Why? It's always a good cause. Gotta find a cure.
I run because I'm a 7-year survivor. I'm running because I'm a 15-year survivor, and I just love being around people, and I love seeing all the survivors around. I do it every year. This is my partner in crime, and I always hang with her.
This is Harry Boomer from Cleveland 19, and we're here at the Komen Race for the Cure. I'm talking with Dr. Jill Deese, University Hospitals.
Women aren't awesome at taking care of themselves, but they're really good at taking care of other people. So pick a buddy, find a person, and tell them to get the mammogram, and then they can tell you. Because early detection saves lives, and mammograms, they save lives. The nice thing about UH is we have tomosynthesis, which is a new, better mammogram. It's a type of mammography. It's 3D mammography, and it has a better detection rate. So not all women need that, but many women do, and so it's a really good idea to talk to your doctor and get your mammogram every year if you're over the age of 40.
The Race for the Cure is about so much more than breast cancer awareness now. It's about survivorship and celebration. And the funds raised through today's efforts mean the Susan G. Komen organization can keep fighting the good fight against the disease.
Part of a community now, and it's nice. It's nice to feel the love.
This is our New Year's Day. It's a big celebration, but it's also our biggest fundraiser. So it's essential that we get folks to come out and support the cause, because this is how we make our grants to the community, those organizations that are helping people who need it the most.
Several of this year's largest fundraisers are first-time teams, like Team Mo, which raised nearly $6,000.
Mo has been doing everything for all these people for all these years, and when we heard she had breast cancer, we wanted to just do something to give back to her and show her that she's got all the support in the world.
And we wanted to circle her up with a bunch of love and support because for all she's done for us.
They're a force to be reckoned with, and Team Mo really came through big this year. I think maybe, as you said, they surprised themselves. So when we see teams like that, it's just so amazing, and we just want to say thank you to them. And
Team Karen came about 45 people deep to show their survivor why they run.
It's a very emotional day. It's 15 years I've been coming up here, so it's a good day. It makes me feel good to be here.
And Team 19 represents all walks of life and all stages of survival.
I just had a mammogram and it came out okay, and we're here to support my mom and his grandmother. It's no longer with us.
There is victory in every step, every dollar, every voice makes a difference in the fight against breast cancer.
I'm very excited. This is my second year here. I'm coming up on 2 years survivor. This is my grandson, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
He was with me the whole time I was sick. He was a good supporter, and he was here last year walking with me, and he's here with me this year.
It is a great honor for me to be here and to represent the physicians, nurses, and employees of University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center.
Talk to us about what this day really means and how important the research is in treatment.
Well, this is such a special day for breast cancer survivors and survivors of all cancers, because it shows how much, by working together and with support of the community and family and friends, we can really have strength in numbers. And raising money for cancer research is really what this is about. The really good news is that survival rates for breast cancer are going up every year, not just because of more mammograms and early detection, but also because our treatments for breast cancer are getting better. More people are getting prolonged hormonal therapy after breast cancer, which can help for many years. More people are getting good chemotherapy after breast cancer, which really helps. And then for advanced breast cancer, we have new treatments that we target individual changes within a person's cancer that can help them fight the disease. So at every stage, we're doing a better job.
Dr. Paula Silverman, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, and have a great race day.
Thank you, you too.
This walk brings it full circle, where you're like, wow, I did go through that, and I came out the other side, and it's all good, and it's an incredible celebration.
10 years cancer-free for Highland Heights survivor Kim Rossi. Her first steps of her first Susan G. Komen Cleveland Race for the Cure taken a decade ago. This time around, dozens of family members from across the country joining in on the walk. Just 24 hours before the race, an emotional surprise reunion for Rossi.
Oh my God!
36 relatives from 9 different states as far as Alaska in town for the surprise celebration at the Hard Rock Cafe. The group hasn't been together in several years. Rossi's journey began after she discovered a lump in her breast. She had a single mastectomy and underwent several months of chemo.
Having cancer got all this, and it's such a bonding, it's such an everything. Everybody here learned and grew, and they knew coming here would feel this good, you know?
And her strength is what got her through, and we're just so proud of her, absolutely proud of her.
They wear shirts that read, "When cancer picked Kim, it picked us all," a sign of support for this survivor.
And what started out as a walk became so much more with my family, and the love that is in this room is just unbelievable.
Team 27, a significant number this family shares, with birthdays and anniversaries on that day. They stand tall with Kim, who's won the battle.
It still gets me, 10 years later. I mean, her courage is unbelievable.
Love and family and babies and faces and, oh, it's just the best. It's just the best. Oh my God.
Being the best when you're faced with the worst. Overcoming the dark days of cancer by winning the fight and sharing the joy with family by your side. Another finish line crossed, another race complete, another day for Kim to say, "I'm a survivor."
Well, we're here at the finish line right now at the corner of Ontario and Lakeside, and from the looks of things, the first runner is about to cross the finish line.
You're finishing up survivors on the left. 5K runners and walkers stay away.
This has been the 22nd annual Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, and we want to thank all of you for participating. The runners, the walkers, the volunteers, thank you so much. Your participation is making a difference.
It sure is, and a reminder, if you couldn't make it out here today, you can still support the cause. Just visit cleveland19.com to make a donation. Thank you so much for joining us. We leave you now with some highlights of today's great Cleveland Race for the Cure.
There is hope for you and for me. There is hope. You've just got to believe. There is hope for you and for me. There is hope. You've just got to believe. No mountains too high, no valleys too deep. We can be free. We've just got to
Thanks, Cleveland.
Thanks, Cleveland. Thanks, Cleveland.